Morning adventure. Hi, Du Bois. How are you, my friend? Man, excuse me. Hi, Jocelyn. Adventure, Benjamin, drifting, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get out here and do some drifting. That sounds fun. Grace, Elvis is in the house. CB plays, how are ya? Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. It's Sunday. Sunday fun day. Starting out a little bit late this morning, not in a big hurry. I don't have to be there till tomorrow, and I don't have that far to go. Well, I've got 10 and a half hours, but got all day to cover that, and then part of tomorrow, so. Just not overly worried about it. How's everyone's Sunday going? Rained here last night while I was sleeping. I heard it too, it woke me up. It wasn't thunderstorms or anything, but it was raining pretty good. Kilo 79, good morning, how are you, my friend? It's a snowing in Michigan, really. Yeah, I think you're supposed to get flurries or something, right? How much snow are you getting? remember seeing on the weather that we're supposed to get some snow up there. That'd be good for deer hunting. Hello, JL, how are you doing? Man, that morning phlegm, I guess, I don't know. Oh, you just finished your live stream? Okay, I just jumped on. I've been getting myself ready for work, but okay. Well, I do live in Michigan, and so I was kind of watching the weather a little bit because I knew we were getting snow, and I'm going to be home next weekend. So I'm going to be deer hunting, so I'm hoping there's going to be some snow next weekend. Primo, El Toro, how are ya? Thank you for coming by. J-Ro Ruada. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but hello to you as well. Thank you guys for coming by. Appreciate it. Primo, you live in Michigan. Whereabouts do you live in Michigan? And are you a go blue or go green? I'm from up, I grew up in the Flint area. Lapeer, just outside of Flint, Clio, and Mount Morris. That's where I grew up, and now I'm up in Clare, way up in the northern Michigan. Valmeriz, how are ya? Hello, my friend. Yeah, I'm in Mississippi. It's 67 degrees at 6:49 a.m. So I know it's not quite like the Southwest, but yeah, we got our air on down here. Joe from Australia, how are you, my friend? Man, I don't know that there's a right answer for that. Oh, yeah, I don't know, man. That's a hard one. I don't know if there's a right answer there. Yeah, we get a lot of snow up there in Clare. Clare is where I'm at. We get a little bit more snow. It's kind of more toward the western side of the state. That's as fast as my truck goes right there. Unfortunately. Good Morning, Noel. Good day from Australia. How are you, my friend? I'm doing good. How are you? Yes, he can. Oh, that would be tough, though, man. I know he is for JJ, but that would be tough. I mean, I wouldn't want the penis side of it, but man, I couldn't get past the fact that it was still man-like, being Arnold Schwarzenegger and all. But that's an interesting question. Good to hear, Noel. Enjoying summer. Enjoy that hot weather. Oh, I just slow down. That's all I do, Primo. Just slow down a little bit. Take it easy. I've been driving for 26 years, and I'm used to driving in all sorts of weather and traffic and landscapes and everything. I mean, I've been everywhere, but that's what I always tell people about bad weather. If it's snowy, just slow down, take it easy. You'll be fine. If it's raining or if it's like freezing rain, if it's icy, you get off the damn roads. I don't do the icy roads. Snowy roads is fine. I mean, because that can pack and you can get some grip still. But if you're on a sheet of ice, there's nothing that goes on ice except for ice skates. And I don't have any of those on. Thunderstorms and flooding, that's not good, Noel. I'm sorry to hear that. Irish Jello, how are you, my friend? Thank you for coming by, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've been kind of watching the weather in the Philippines as well, because Chris's family is there, and they've been getting, they got all those earthquakes, like earthquake after earthquake after earthquake. It was just so many earthquakes, and then it started with the rain and the typhoons and stuff, and they're just getting hammered. That poor country. I feel sorry for the entire country, because they have like a super typhoon right now and it's blanketing the entire country. Nobody's safe from it. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. Stay safe in that flooding, Noel. Yeah, it is. I feel so bad for those people. They just keep getting it. I don't know what's going on. Herbe girl, how are ya? Miss Frexy, how are ya? Thanks, guys, for coming by. Appreciate it. Hope everything's good with you, Ube girl, Frexy. I'm gonna cough once or twice. Yeah, Noel, they are just getting hammered over there. Just with so much weather, so much flooding and winds and from the typhoons. And man, it's just crazy. You guys feel like you're driving the truck? This is my view. A little bit more like this, but there's my view. Seatbelts, everyone, seatbelts. Okay, I better put this away. Quit screwing around, huh? you're up at the higher elevations. Up in the mountains, huh, Noel? Yeah, you do, okay. Yeah, I hope you don't get too much flooding then. We don't want the rest of the country underwater. Turn Australia into a small island. Well, I hope you guys don't get too much. There's a lot of weather going on right now. The season's changing and everything. Hot coffee. Hot coffee. But good coffee. 10 million in the house, guys. I appreciate it. Oh, that's too bad. That's sorry to hear that, Noel. I always hate to hear that, you know, people die from weather, but I know it happens all the time, but I've been through a lot of weather in my life, and you know, nothing extreme. You know, a couple of hurricanes where I was on the outskirts of hurricanes, but I was never like near the eye or near where, you know, like the worst part of it was. So typhoons, earthquakes, and stuff like that I've never been through. Don't want to. Man, I'm gonna cough. Getting this fresh air coming in from outside, and it's just making me cough. Oh yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I bet it was. It's amazing what kind of damage can be caused by weather. Especially flooding and winds. I mean, holy crap. Look at the Philippines right now, and those poor people are on the roof of their house. You know, they're having to be rescued, and it's just, they just keep getting hit with major storm after major storm, you know, and I just feel sorry for every one of them. Wish they weren't going through it. Chris is going there next month. I keep telling her, maybe she, well, I don't keep telling her, but I mentioned to her that maybe she might want to reconsider that trip. I don't want her to get there and something happen to her. Miss Annalyn is in the house. Hi, Miss Annalyn. I haven't seen you in so long. How have you been? Simply Liz is here. Hi, Liz. How are you, my friend? Now it's a party. Liz and Annalyn are here. Now we're gonna party. Happy Sunday, my friend, as well. Thank you, I will. Appreciate you guys coming by, saying hey. You can see it's kind of a gloomy morning. A little cloudy. You see a little fog up there in the distance, but temperature's not bad. It's a nice 67 degrees, so it's a nice temperature. Just going home from a day off. Miss Annalyn is busy. Okay, thank you guys. I will, Liz. I certainly will. She hasn't been on here yet, but I had talked to her earlier this morning. She's busy as always. For the weary, huh? Ooh, that coffee's hot. Hot. This guy's not quite awake yet. He's just driving along super slow. Returned. All right, welcome back, Noel. Oh, a slight error on your part. Uh-oh, what'd you do? You click out of it? I've done that before, Noel. I have done that before. Man, this cough. Thank you, Annalyn. Busy, busy, busy. Imelda. How are you, my friend? Nunya, how you doing? Morning. Thanks for coming by, guys. Safe travels. Thank you very much, Imelda. How's your Sunday? Good to hear. Where are you from, Nunya? Damn. Johnny. How are you, my friend? I will get back to you. I'm not here. Okay. I'll be here. Choking and hacking. I feel like a smoker. I don't know what it is that's going on with me, but I get cooler air or even fresh air. It makes me cough and hack like crazy. I don't know why. Need to go to the damn doctor, I guess, find out. Grateful. How are you, my friend? Good morning to you as well. How's things up there in Canada? You guys getting snow up there yet? I hear that we're getting snow in Michigan. Greetings from Germany. Hello, Germany. How are you doing? How's the weather in Germany? Celsius, so it's a little bit cooler. I don't know exactly what 15 Celsius is in Fahrenheit. I'm used to Fahrenheit, but I know 15 is a little bit cooler. No sun, kind of like here. You can see it's pretty cloudy here. The sun is poking out over here to my right a little bit. Yeah, there it comes. The sun is starting to come out here, but right where I'm at and where I'm headed, it's cloudy. Rained last night while I was sleeping. I heard it raining. I woke up this morning and everything's wet, but and it stopped.
Yeah, I think you guys pretty much have the same weather that we have in Michigan. A little bit of fall right now. It's starting to get colder. I was told that Michigan's getting their first snow of the year last night this morning. Probably just a little bit though. It won't last. I was looking Backyard Truckers. Backyard Truckers is Backwoods. Is it Backyard or Backwoods Trucker in Australia? Talking about that show in Australia. I used to watch that. No, that's Outback Truckers in Australia. I used to like to watch that show. Those guys pulling those trains, pulling them through the mud and everything else. It's crazy. Welcome back, Pawnee. Also a channel, Backyard Trucker 415. Okay. Oh yeah. Backyard. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, is he? I know I've seen him on. I don't remember if that's what I'm thinking of. That's from Michigan as well. Joe, I need your help. Okay. What's going on, Pawnee? Robert, how are you this morning? I am doing good myself. Yeah, CB radios are dinosaurs, I think. You don't hear anything on them anymore. Yeah, with Andy. Yeah, I think he's from Michigan, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's got the Pete, long-nosed Pete. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen him around. I have seen him. That is a good question for Chris. I don't know exactly, because I don't ever use them. I don't give them out. I receive them every once in a great while. But I know, like over on the right-hand corner is that dollar bill there. You click on that, and you can give money to people. But I don't know if you have to set that up to where it comes out of your account somehow. But you got to have the money somehow to send it to people. So I don't know exactly 100%, Ponte. I'm not, Chris knows more about that. If you catch her on here or catch her on her channel, on her live, ask her because she would know much more about it. I just don't use that stuff. I receive them now and again, like I said, but that's even rare, But I know I have an account on here since I'm monetized. I have an account that I get paid from. And like once it reaches $100, it goes into my banking account. My normal checking account. Well, actually it goes into my savings account. But I've never dealt with that stuff much, man. I'm not sure. But I know Chris could explain that better. Unless there's somebody on here that can. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure where it comes from. You know, I don't know if you have to be monetized to give money, and it comes out of your account that is on here. Maybe. I wondered that myself, Bonnie. You know, the same questions. I wondered that a little bit. But I know being monetized, I have an account on here on this channel that you can send money to. So I wonder if I send money away to someone, if that's where it comes from, you know, or if you set up some kind of like a PayPal account or something, you know. I don't know. I don't know how it happens. Pussycat, you better stay back there. Don't get near the road. You can get your ass ran over. I will try to ask Chris when I talk to her. Chris knows everything about, well, she's a woman, so she knows everything about everything, right? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But she knows a lot about this YouTube thing. She's been on it longer than me, and she reads up on all that kind of stuff and learns it. Cash money. I like cash money. Cash money works. If you can get it to me somehow. We're supposed to, I know. I'm not CB radio, everybody knows everything. There's always an expert on everything, but I'm the one lone trucker out here that doesn't know everything. Don't tell anybody though. That's our secret. Look how blue the sky is now. I drove right out of those clouds. Look at that. I just wasn't paying attention, but the clouds are back that way. It was cloudy as hell, and now look at it. Nice blue skies. Yay me. I'll take that all day. Yeah, no, it's funny. Some of these drivers out here you think could perform brain surgery. CB radios, yeah, they're no insurance. I don't know, but I'll tell you what, yeah, there's a lot of know-it-alls on there. Well, there used to be. You know, I don't even have my CB hooked up. Right there's where my CB goes, and it is not hooked up. Michigan, but I've had in my old truck. I had my CB radio hooked up. I would turn it on in the morning. That thing would sit there all day and not one peep. No one uses it. They just don't use it hardly anymore. It used to be non-stop chatter. People arguing, fighting, playing music, talking, giving directions. You know, it used to be a little bit of everything. But yeah, now it's just crickets. Ah, you're in the Netherlands. Nice. Yeah, I love the U.S. This is, you know, all Americans always say it's the greatest country in the world, and we believe it is. It's just our favorite. You know, I don't know if there's any one country that's the greatest, but, you know, it's definitely our favorite. And we love it here. Thank you, Bonnie. Enjoy your Sunday, my friend. If you do find out the answers, let me know. But I think I'm going to ask Chris about it because I'm interested too. I've wanted to know, but I just never looked into it myself. Yeah, it's small there, but it's a cool place though, isn't it? Eddie Van Halen and Alex Van Halen are from there. Better put that up before I get myself in trouble. If I can catch Chrissy live show, yeah. Like late tonight, early for us. But she'll be back on tomorrow. Oh yeah, Van Halen. Yeah, Van Halen is my favorite band of all time since I was my early teens. I've seen them live in concert so many times. Now I just miss them. Oh, nice. So are you a big Van Halen fan? Used to have a Van Halen tattooed on my arm, but I got it covered up. Not because anything to do with the band, it's just the guy that did it too small and it got to look bad, so I covered it up. This phone just bounces too much, guys. I have some records from a market, okay. Guitar Man, okay. Yeah, it's nice weather here. It really is. It's cleared up because it was very cloudy, and now I've driven into nicer weather. Vandenberg. I remember the band Vandenberg. The very first concert I ever went to was I was 15 years old, and it was Kiss and Vandenberg. I was a big Kiss fan growing up too. Kiss and Van Halen, those are a couple of my favorites. See some clouds up there though. It's sunny right here. You can see some clouds I'm heading towards, so I think it's going to get cloudy again. Oh, I gotta put this down. Don't tell Chris I did that. Doesn't like when I pick it up. Which I shouldn't be. I don't blame her. But sometimes when it's bouncing around like it's hot tamale, I gotta, if I want to read anything on it, I gotta pick it up. Clouds on the horizon up there. So I'm gonna run into some more clouds. Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Sorry, I'm just kind of... You're leaving, okay. Put covers. Okay. Alright, thank you very much for sitting and chatting with me. I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. To meet people from other parts of the world. You know, I got friends in Australia, Netherlands, even South Africa, South America, down in Peru and stuff they've been on, Russia, India, you know, Asia. It's just people from all over, and that's really the cool thing about YouTube. You get to meet people from all over the world from the seat of my truck. In the house. We're packing in, guys. on some laps. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and end it. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks, guys.